I want to welcome everybody to the city of Lawrenceburg. We couldn't ask for a more beautiful day to come out, have the governor come down to see us. Understanding has good news not only for the city of Lawrenceburg but also for the city of Loretto. And I want to recognize Loretto Mayor Jesse Turner. Jesse, where are you hanging out? Right here. Jesse, you want to come say a couple words and then I'll introduce the governor.
Great just to be in for 2 months and already have the governor come and give us some good news. So I appreciate you making the trip down, and I also want to give a special thanks to our representative Barry Dawes and Senator Hensley for all the hard work they do for us.
All right, you are doing a good job, Mayor, and 2 months in, that's a good accomplishment. You know, if you look around, there's a lot of good things going on in our community. We have a lot of construction going on, a lot of jobs coming in. People are hard at work. But if you step back a little bit and look at the state of Tennessee, great things are happening in the state of Tennessee. And you know, great things are happening, and every single state in the nation has their eyes on Tennessee. And everybody in Washington, D.C. has their eyes on Tennessee to figure out what's going on in Tennessee that no other state is doing that's allowing us to prosper in the midst of a depression or recession. And so I would say to that, it's because of the leadership that we have and the rules that we follow in the state of Tennessee. And to put it short, we've got a governor who gets it. He gets it for business, he gets it for education, and he gets it for the workforce. And those are the things that he's been focused on, and those are the things that our legislature has been passing on his direction. And Tennessee has benefited from that, and we have benefited as a community from that. So I'm honored today to get to welcome our governor to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. And it is my pleasure to welcome my friend, the governor of the great state of Tennessee, Bill Haslam.
I approve that message. Y'all have a good day. That's really nice. Thank you. It is great to be here. Thank you so much for folks coming out here. People ask me all the time, like, well, what do you like best about your job? What I like best about my job is when you go throughout the state, you see how many people truly care about their community. And you wouldn't be here today unless you cared. I know some of you came because the governor's here and all that stuff, but you're really here because you care about where you live. And that's what makes Tennessee a great place, so thank you. I actually had the honor of having governors from all across the country be in Tennessee this week, last week. We had about 32 different governors. And every one of them, and governors, by the way, what we do is we brag on our state no matter where we are, but every one of them left saying, wow, I really like where I'm from, but being governor of Tennessee is a really cool job. And I feel the exact same way because of folks like those here today. Well, let me tell you why we're here. Back in 1991, so what's that, 23 years ago, the General Assembly set up a program to be administered through the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation, what we know as TDEC, to give local parks and recreation funds out across the state. And so the way it works is different communities from all over the state apply for grants that they might use to help their parks around their communities be better placed to add to the quality of life in Tennessee. And if you think about it, at the end of the day, we're attracted to certain places because hopefully there's an economic opportunity, hopefully because there's great education. But one of the key things is people just want to live there. And so everything we can do to improve the quality of life in our communities is what the General Assembly and our office works on every day of the year. So as I said, communities all over the state apply for these grants. It's a competitive process, but I'm here today to announce 2 local grants to 2 different communities. The first is for $101,000 for the city of Lawrenceburg, and I'll talk about that. And the other is for $125,000 for the city of Loretto. Mayor, I can't promise I'm going to be here every 2 months, okay? So use this wisely. Here's what the money will be used for. In Lawrenceburg, They'll provide major improvements at Rotary Park to ensure that all facilities are ADA accessible, so that every citizen can access that great park. It'll add improved signage and install some much-needed fencing. The grant for Loretto will provide for the construction of a new 30-foot by 65-foot swimming pool at Loretto City Park. As you know, there's always the news, and then there's the story behind the news. Barry Doss has warned me out about this swimming pool. This is the truth. This is truth. We were either going to get this in the budget, or I was going to have to come down here myself and dig the pool. And this felt like an easier way to do it, but Barry has been relentless. And let me say something else about how much he cares about this community and this district. This is his 1 week of vacation all year. His family is in Panama City right now. I hope I'm not telling some secret. He drove back up here today, and I hope you're going to go back and spend the rest of the week with your family, just because he cares that much about the community and this project. Like I said, if he's mentioned this pool to me one time, he's mentioned it 100 times. I should have bargained for something for you out of this once I realized it meant so much. But Barry has been relentless about this, and we appreciate it. It means a lot that you have representatives in Nashville who truly care about the area. We say all the time it matters who serves. It matters in Nashville, but it matters in your community as well. And you have two great ones here, and they're both here today. I'd like to ask both of them if they come up. First, I'll ask Representative Barry Doss to come up, and if you would speak to this, and if you promised me to never mention a pool of Loretto.
First of all, I'd like to say thanks for what an awesome crowd. And God's given us wonderful weather today, and it was raining in Panama City, so I didn't mind coming back up to Lawrenceburg. But my daughter won this morning, and if they continue to win, I'm back down there tonight or tomorrow. But I'll tell you, I want to point out that 2 years ago, almost to the very week, the governor was right over here in Square 40 with me, helping me get elected. And I promised the people of Lawrence County that day that Lawrence County would have a spotlight shined on them for a while. The governor has helped me do that today. I'm on the verge of, I guess, making him dread to take my phone call, so I'm going to back off, Governor. But let me thank the Mayor Durham. Guys, you don't know how easier this job is when you've got such a team with the governor and his entire staff. Dr. and Senator Joey Hensley, who has been invaluable to me. Mayor Keith Durham, who is my rock. I just call him constantly. But then I want everybody to know, and everybody ought to know, we just elected here the last couple of months Mayor Jesse Turner down in Loretto. He had been elected just a week or so. The governor had a kickoff campaign for his re-election bid at the end of Natchez Trace up there at the Loveless Cafe. The mayor and Keith Smith, city manager of Loretto, was there with me, and there were 3,000 people there. The Tennessee was taking pictures every second or two, and then all of a sudden the next day on the front headline of their website is Mayor Jesse Turner and myself. So
go Jesse.
I think it's nice to be at the right place at the right time. And Governor, you don't know how much we in this community appreciate this. Lawrence County has been a Tier 3 county. Unemployment higher than we want it, and this really helps our communities, and I would applaud you. Thank you.
Barry said he was going to ease off of me for a while. Joey Hensley, Senator Hensley, said you ought to get that in writing. Hey, it's a privilege to introduce. I don't need to introduce Joey to you. He's obviously representing the Senate. He represented you before that in the House. He's a hard-working man who, when you bring so, I think it really helps to bring a wide range of backgrounds to the General Assembly, and obviously, Joey, being a doctor, brings a certain skill set and insight up to a lot of the tough issues that face us today. So, Senator Hensley, thank you for being with us, and if you would share with us, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. It's certainly a privilege and an honor for me to represent Lawrence County in the House for 10 years and then the Senate, and to work with Barry and Vance and part of Lawrence County, and to see so many people here today. But Lawrence County is such a great community. so many people working so hard. It's been an honor to work with these local officials, with the mayors, with the city councils in Lawrenceburg and Loretto, and now to have the privilege in the legislature to work with the great governor we have. I think probably the greatest governor that we've ever had, but working so hard trying to make Tennessee the best state in the country for businesses to come here, keep it a low-tax state, a business-friendly state, and we're able to do things like this for the parks and the recreation systems in Lawrenceburg and Loretto both. They have so much local input. That's why the state is happy to award these grants to communities like these, because there's so much local effort goes into it with the mayor and the city council. I see most of them here from Lawrenceburg and Loretto, but it's just a privilege for me to work with these people and with you here, and so much interest in this community to better the community for parks and recreation. We're privileged to have David Crockett State Park in Lawrence County and all of the local parks, and we're honored to have next year having the World Series be here in Lawrenceburg. That's a great accomplishment as well. But I just like to thank the governor. He's a hard-working governor. I saw him yesterday in Franklin, and then he's going other places today. But he doesn't stay in Nashville. He goes out talking to people, being among the people, and being accessible to people. So we have a great governor, a great legislature, and I'm just honored to be here. And anytime we can help, we're always available here. But thank you, and thank you all for being here. And thank you, Governor.
Joey mentioned about Representative Vance Ennis, who's our neighbor just to the west, right? Represents just to the west is here. We thank you for being a part of it. What I'd like to do now is present checks, and we'll start with the city of Lawrenceburg, and Mayor, I'll ask you to come, and then if all three members of the General Assembly would come join me for the picture. Check for $101,000. I think one of these banks around here will cash this maybe. And now, Deputy Mayor, if you'd come up, we'll present this. It's basically a certificate. Certificate saying that Bill Haslam does not have to dig the pool by himself.
I think you and Barry ought to come down and jump off the diving board for the first opening. I'm in it, Barry's in. We ought to pay for that.
I'm in it, Barry. We can raise some money that way.
That's right.
Come here, everybody. Here we go.
Sort of feel like Hackett Gilmore, just give me the big check, you know.
Mayor, we have direct deposit here.
There you go. I'm signing on the bank. But Governor, thank you for what you've done for our communities today. Mayor, as you'll find out, where'd you go, Mayor? Right here. Anytime you can spend 50 cent dollars to better your community, you better jump on the opportunity, and that's what we get to do here today, and a little bit more. This is for you guys. This is for the people. And I really want to say a word of appreciation to the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation for making this grant available, and for the governor and for our representative and our senator for pushing this through. And we appreciate you being here today.
Thanks, everybody.